really through late morning into the early afternoon. These showers and storms got going through parts of northeastern Nebraska. And then similarly to last night, they lined up. And once they line up like this, that's when we do start to see more of a wind threat with these storms. And right now, moving through the Omaha metro, it's moving pretty quickly. Here in Omaha, we've been kind of getting a few waves here and there of some of that rain moving through. And you notice too the camera bobbing up and down because of that wind. Gusts up to about 25, almost 30 miles per hour for some of us. These could be our last 90s. I've got my fingers crossed with that next cold front headed our way in the middle week.
I feel like I'm the opposite of everyone else. As long as we can push away the winter weather, I'll stay with the 90s if we can.
It's a split studio tonight.
It is. Now,
of course, during the winter, the rivers ice over. You get those ice chunks. But as we finally have seen things warming up, that warm weather starts to thaw things a little bit. But you still have those ice chunks flowing downstream. Then, of course,
we have a little bit of everything, all the seasons packed into one right now.
Yeah, I think the only thing we're missing is snow, which thankfully I don't see any of that coming in the forecast anytime soon, but we'll get a little bit of summer. Anywhere from basically 25 to 35 miles per hour. In fact, a 36 mile per hour gust at Norfolk. You'll notice that the winds are a bit stronger out west. Those will be arriving as we get into early Sunday morning. So Sunday morning going to be the windiest part.
Adam and Audra, we're doing the challenge to help raise money for the Omaha Home for Boys. For Omaha Gives. For $10, visitors got 3 tries.
Mike's doing pretty good. Audra, how you doing? Never mind, don't say anything. Vernon is in the lead. He's already eaten 1.5. Audra has had 2 bites. Kelly is, she's lost.
Your weather alert forecast.
Rain and thunderstorms have been impacting eastern Nebraska and western Iowa for a while now tonight, and that's going to continue into very early Sunday morning. Now, thankfully, we don't have any active severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We're still going to be keeping an eye on some parts of extreme southeastern Nebraska over the next couple of hours. For the most part, though, we've got just a lot of rain, plenty of lightning, too, across the area, especially farther down south. But temperatures are dropping now, and it's a little bit chilly in some spots. So this is a look at the big picture radar of what we've got going on through eastern Nebraska and western Iowa tonight. All the rain and storms generally moving off to the east, and they'll continue doing so through the next several hours. Wanted to zoom in just a little bit on the heavier pocket of some rain down near Pawnee City and Humboldt. This is down in southeastern Nebraska, just to the south of the Auburn area. Plenty of rain and lightning down here, but also had some reports earlier of some small hail. Well, it's not really showing up anymore, which is good news. So we'll see some of these storms trending down a little bit as far as the overall severe potential. But a severe thunderstorm watch technically does go until 1 o'clock in the morning for southeastern Nebraska, southwestern Iowa, and northwestern Missouri. Again, the overall severe threat has been trending downward, which is good news. Some of these storms tonight kind of just pulse up quickly, produce some small hail, lots of downpours though, and lots of lightning too. So as we go through tonight on Futurecast, you can see the rain and storms, they continue moving off to the east for the most part. Still some very heavy rain, some rumbles of thunder, plenty of lightning. Temperatures continue dropping too. Going into Sunday morning, most of us are going to be back down in the 40s, even a couple of 30s likely to pop up in parts of northeastern Nebraska, northwestern Iowa. Mainly light rain after about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Some spotty rain does continue into Sunday morning until around 7, 8 o'clock. But after that, we do start to dry out, and we'll even see a little bit of clearing as we get into the afternoon. Temperatures won't be able to warm up a whole lot, though. In fact, most of our afternoon highs are only going to make it into the upper 50s across most of the area. That's well below average for this time of the year. Our average high right now, about 72 degrees. So this is well below that. As far as rain that we've seen officially measured today, well, obviously we still have plenty of rain falling, but a little bit more farther to our north, just under ½ an inch in Wayne and Tecama, about 1/4 inch in Carroll and Denison, and here in Omaha. Of course, we'll see more of those totals adding up farther down south. In fact, some of the radar estimated rain totals across the area, almost 2 inches in extreme southeastern Nebraska, about 1.5 inches down to the southwest of Lincoln, even more rain farther into south central Nebraska, where we had some of those strong severe thunderstorms earlier in the evening, and estimated here in the Omaha area around 4/10 of an inch. Again, these are just estimates, so might be a little bit overdone in a couple of those spots. But as we go through tonight, many of us could pick up about another 1/4 to ½ an inch, maybe even up to 3/4 of an inch of rain, especially down south and east of the Omaha area. Live look outside right now, of course, lots of clouds as the rain continues to move through. You can see the flag waving in the wind because it's still breezy out there. We're at 45 degrees right now, but feels more like 38 because those winds gusting up to about 30-35 miles per hour. Some of us are already back down the low 40s, north 41 in Carroll, still some 50s farther south, and those winds are going to stay gusty as we go through tonight. They'll lighten up a bit more as we get into Sunday afternoon. But temperatures stay cool over the next few days. Highs in the low 60s for the first half of next week. Then we warm up in the second half back into the 70s. A couple more hit and miss rain chances next week too. Don't forget to download the Storm Shield app.